Arnie Boucher and Angela Hanna of Great Britain out in lane 1. It's been a really heartbreaking week for these two girls. Last week in Duisburg they finished 3rd in the K2 500 at the European qualification. They needed to take 1st to secure qualification for Rio, so they just missed out. Really, really tough week for them. Angela Hanna also missing out in the K1 200. But a really talented and a really promising crew. So in lane 6 we have from Germany, as we just mentioned, Hering and Kriegerstein, the reigning under-23 world champions. Just saw them in shot. Just paddling around, finishing off their warm-ups with 3 minutes to go to the start of this women's K2 500 metre A final. In lane 4, that is the fastest qualifiers, Ukraine's Anastasia Todorova and Inna Hryshchyn. They're both racing in the K4 as well. They won gold in the K4 in Duisburg last week. And for you, Katrin, what's going through your mind at this moment when you're paddling around at the start with a few minutes to go? What do you focus on personally?
I didn't think much at all. It's just more of spying on the others. What are the others doing? And yeah, just keep focused on yourself.
So out in lane 3, that's the sisters Nikolina and Olivera Moldovan from Serbia. They were world silver medalists in 2014, Olympic finalists at London 2012 as well. Plenty of pedigree in that Serbian crew. And they're in lane 5. Probably the ones with their targets on their backs. Won gold in Duisburg last week. That's the German pair of Franziska Weber and Tina Dietzer. They won their heat by almost 4 seconds. So definitely ones to watch in this final this morning. And then in lane 8, that's Kazakhstan's Natalia Sergeyeva and Irina Podunskova. And alongside them in lane 9 from China, Wenjun Ren and King Ma. Both of them former under-23 world champions in K4 500 metres. Then we have Alyssa Bull and Elise Burnett from Australia out there in lane 7. They'll make their Olympic debuts in Rio after they qualified their spot from winning the K2 500 at the Oceania Championships earlier this year. So a really, really exciting season for that young pair. And the crew's just paddling themselves up the last few metres before we get into the start. So you mentioned earlier, Katrin, you had a bit of a false start in your K1000. What exactly happened? Was it pushing against the bucket? So how did that work?
I was pushing against the bucket because I'm a person that really don't have good starts, and I was so focused and I just thought, this time I can do it, and then it was a little bit too early.
It's even harder when there's 2 of you in a crew like this, where you've both got to get that start right at the same time, and it looks really clean from all those athletes. It's so difficult to see who's got the best start there. It's really strong from lane 5. That's Weber and Dietzer of Germany, the older pair. Todorova and Hryshchyn of Ukraine looking good out front as well. But it looks like at the moment Serbia and Ukraine in lanes 3 and 4. Those white boats that just nosed into the lead. Almost going stroke for stroke, those two crews. And Serbia's Nikolina Moldovan and Olivera Moldovan just taking the lead. They finished 6th in Duisburg last week. Looking extremely strong, still in the lead over the first 250. Ukraine going really well alongside them. They're going to come through the 200 metre mark, and there's going to be 2 crews that are going to be eyeballing each other out the corner of each other's eyes. Their eyes as they come over the last 200 metres. Germany, do not discount Germany. They are powering up now. Less than half a boat length between those front two crews and the German crew of Weber and Dietzer. Serbia's Moldovan and Moldovan gritting their teeth, but it's Ukraine now who nose into the lead. Germany now in second. Serbia have slipped back down to third. Germany are gaining ground with every single stroke. There's less than 100 metres to go, probably more like 50 metres to go. Is it going to be enough for Germany to take the gold? It's going to be between Ukraine and Germany over the last few metres. It's going to go right down to the wire, and I still can't call it. It was either Ukraine or Germany that took first place, but it looked like the second German crew of Hering and Kriegerstein that took the bronze. But Katrin, can you call that as they come over the line?
No.
Kind of looks a little bit like Ukraine were just a bit ahead, but it might be the angle that we're looking at. So it's really, really tough to tell. We're going to have to see what the judges think of that. I think the judges are going to be arguing. I think upstairs. But that's what crew boat racing is all about.